Coming up in this episode, Ivy and I set about a whistle-stop tour of Koh Phangan, finding the best beaches, the best pools, the home of the full moon party and much, much more. This is my daughter Ivy. I'm David, also known as Ivy's dad. Come and join us on this once-in-a-lifetime Thai adventure. Hello, Banana. The first thing Ivy and I did when in Koh Phangan was to arrange a rental car through the hotel. Our second car of the trip. Look at this, it's so Koh Phangan. The sun was shining, but not too overbearing. We checked out the pool. We familiarised ourselves with the facilities. We enjoyed an absolutely delicious king prawn pad thai and chicken rice before setting across the island to the really well-known touristy restaurant Koh Rahem. The food was a mix of Western and Thai and was extremely reasonable as well as being delicious and much needed.
I'm not tired anymore. How much food?
The atmosphere was laid back with chilled music. It was extremely comfortable, but it was the attention to detail in the unique setting that makes this place really special. So I reckon sunset's going to be here. We are in the most epic place for a sunset. Do we stay or do we go? What do you reckon?
I give this 8.5 out of 10. It was really nice, really refreshing because it's all over the tree. It's really nice, it's really cool, it's got loads of swings. The beach is good even though we're not going to it. And yeah, 8.5 out of 10.
My review, better than I thought it would be. I like it, it's cool.
My face is really bad, I'm happy.
Ivy and I took some selfies and then headed back to the hotel to watch the sunset from the pool. There wasn't an epic sunset, but we had a really good time by the pool. Don't think there's going to be a sunset tonight, but there's definitely going to be some love tonight. I like that Ivy's growing up and we can have a laugh. We then went for a walk down to Haad Rin, which is the home of the world famous full moon party. What are you doing here, Ivy? Fancy seeing you here. Oh, look, there's a photo show. Now, people say that there's more to Koh Phangan than the full moon party. I'd almost beg to differ from a tourist perspective. Unfortunately, there was no party, but this was a place that 20 years ago I would love to have come to. I just didn't realise that I would eventually end up here. I would be with my daughter, and it would be on a night when there was no party. You've just done your first full moon party. How are you feeling?
Good. Is it usually very busy in that?
On a night, on a full moon night, it's about 20,000 people. Whilst walking back to the hotel, I saw a place that was selling lobster, and I decided, because I hadn't had one on the previous trip, that it was time for me to try lobster. It was really nice. It was a good price. That's why I went for it. But I've got to say, personally, I felt a little bit bad when they presented this lobster on the plate. So at least it's another thing on the bucket list that is now ticked off. The following morning I got up really early after a not so good night's sleep. The hotel room was lovely, the beds were comfortable, but it just seemed like there was a storm outside all night. However, when I got up in the morning, I realised that there wasn't actually really a storm, just being so close to the beach, it's inevitably going to be windy. Just thought I'd better check that no coconuts are going to fall on my head. It was definitely windier than when we'd been in, say, Koh Samui the previous year. I've said in previous videos, I love looking around places at this time of morning when it's super quiet. You just see the locals around. I then went back and woke up Ivy. The breakfast was delicious. And then Ivy and I set off for our first proper day looking around Koh Phangan. So we have got
bag of swimming stuff, which we're really learning you need to take, including sandals. Pretty much anywhere you go, you just can't ever be sure that you're not going to want to jump in the water. Just some rain ponchos, an obscene amount of camera gear.
And it's a good job we did bring our ponchos, because then it started to rain.
When in Thailand, do as the Thai people do.
When Ivy and I go on these holidays, we always struggle to sleep. I could tell today Ivy was very tired. She was also quite grumpy. So I felt it was my duty to just have an easy day with her, nothing too challenging, to show some respect, show some love, give her some hugs, and wind her up a little bit as a dad should do.
So this is a little detour, because there's a temple, right there.
I was having a lovely nap.
Is that monkeys? If you see a monkey, you are meant to look away and not show your teeth, and hold your palms out so they can see there's no food. So show me. So they might think that phone's food. Look away from the monkey and don't show your teeth.
Why don't you?
But you obviously want to see, you obviously want to keep your eye on the monkey in case they come for you.
Why don't you want to show
Now,
your teeth?
if on the off chance a monkey does come for you, you've got to look them in the eye, and you've got to make your mouth into an O shape. Go on. You've got to make your mouth into an O shape. You've got to frown. O shape. You've got to show your teeth.
Yeah, why? Why can't I see my teeth?
Because they're looking directly into a monkey, into a monkey's eye, plus showing your teeth, means you're going to bite them. In most jungle, sort of, that's seen as a bad sign. But then now just practice your. You have to make your mouth into a circle, show your teeth, frown. That's what you got to do if you see a monkey, alright?
I'm staying in the car, you know that.
So show me your monkey face now. Go on. That's going to attract them. They're going to want to hang out with you. Think, oh, she seems nice.
Are monkeys far?
Monkey.
Are they?
I'm not sure. I've never dealt with a monkey before in my life. I have no idea. Do a monkey face. Quickly attack. You're under attack from a monkey. No.
I'd be kind of sleep if she sees a monkey.
I'm only letting you in if you promise to be good. You're going to stay awake. You're going to smile. Not be grumpy. Promise. Show your monkey face. So you've just promised to be good. Smile. You want to take your poncho off, or are you digging it? Ivy's going to die. You're going to be boiling in that, Ivy.
I'm really cold.
Ivy is so comfortable in her poncho. You're not allowed to sleep. That was the deal. I'll push you back out the car. I did. Said you're going to stay awake.
No, you
I did. It's on video.
Oh, no, you never.
Ivy.
I'm going to put my head.
And there's a mosquito in the car with us.
I thought I kicked it out.
Driving around Koh Phangan is really nice. The island is much bigger than I thought it was going to be, so it does take some time to get from one place to another. Some of the roads can be quite fun, and I didn't really have a plan on what we would do. I just figured we'd get a car and drive around. It was a shame it was raining, not going to lie. I figured the best thing we could do was look on Google, find somewhere that we like the look of, pop it into the sat-nav, drive over and just wander around a beautiful island in Thailand.
Watermelon, mango, and crushed ice. It is delicious. Well, sadly it's raining a little bit. It's all closed up. Right, what are we going to do then? Living the dream, Ive. So I think this is where I was going to book us in for the hotel. There should be quite a nice pool here. Do you want to see if we can go in it?
Yeah.
we might have to buy lunch or something. The reviews said that the pool was great, so let's have a look at the pool. And we'll continue doing our test of the pools around Thailand. Koh Beach. There we go. This is lovely though. Enjoy, honey.
One of the interesting things that they do in Thailand in such areas as Koh Phangan, Koh Samui, etc. is that you can often use hotel facilities for a small entrance fee. In this case, it cost Ivy and I about £4.50 each. And the terms are that we have to buy lunch at the hotel. But the £4.50 is reducted from our overall lunch bill. But it means that you can go to different places around the islands, you can set up a base for a day, you can leave your bags in lockers, etc, etc. And it works out to be extremely reasonable.
You still grumpy?
No.
I dunk my daughter under the water in every pool in Thailand. We are going to walk this famous bit of sand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ivy's effort. We've got all of these. They look amazing. And this is David and Ivy. It's just amazing. Look, that lady's going out there to do one.
We didn't actually buy lunch at this place. We decided that we would continue driving around the island and we would head to a place called Salad Beach, and we found a lovely little restaurant that served really nice lunch, and the staff were so incredibly polite and nice. It was a really top level little lunch coffee break.
Bit of a gamble, not exactly sure where we are. We're looking for the beach.
Salad Beach in Koh Phangan was a place where the pirates used to stop many years ago, and it was an absolutely lovely beach. I can only but imagine what this place would be like in the sun. It was absolutely stunning. We didn't stay here for more than a few minutes, but I'm really pleased that we made the effort to go and at least have a look at it, because it was such an incredibly beautiful place. The Flow restaurant where we had lunch let us park our car there while we walked down to the beach, so we walked back to the car and we decided we'd go back to the hotel and relax there for the afternoon and see if there was a beautiful sunset. Considering how tired we both were, it turned out to be a really nice day.
I'm not gonna lie, this is so what I needed. It absolutely kills me.
One of the highlights of my trip in Koh Phangan was this massage with this woman. And for the next couple of days I was actually in some pain. It kind of like bruised it, but credit where credit's due. I was very aware about 48 hours later just how free my shoulders felt. I'd said all around my shoulders I'm tight, and she knew exactly what to do to get in there and make me feel better. So this woman was brilliant, and if you're at the Sunset Villa Resort in Koh Phangan, find this lady and go and have a massage with her, because they say no pain, no gain, and you will gain a lot through this pain.
I love these sort of derelict holiday resorts.
From as far back as I can remember, I've always enjoyed walking around derelict buildings, derelict places, and we visited Koh Phangan a year after COVID with this monsoon season, so it hasn't really had time to recover yet, and there are obviously some derelict places around. I can only but imagine how amazing this place would have been in its prime, in a prime sunset location on this beautiful island. It was a really nice experience for me to do this with Ivy.
What are you doing, Ivy?
Good.
So what are we doing tonight?
Going out for dinner.
Oh, where are we going?
I don't know.
Surprise! Our last night in Koh Phangan, and we are going to go to Sunthiya, which is like a 5-star hotel with a couple of nice restaurants in it. So let's go and see. Are we going to compare it?
It's got a dress code.
It's got a dress code. Hope we're all right. And we're going to compare it with this place, which costs like 600 baht for a meal. So, and it's really good. It's
So
like
let's
150 baht a dish in there. Anyway, let's go.
Our hotel was in the Haad Rin area of Koh Phangan, and it said that Sunthiya was about a 45-minute drive, and we had to take this route down here. And the driving had been good through Koh Phangan. This was a sort of a kind of a main road, but what I didn't realise was that this area here was the jungle and mountainous and really, really hard to drive through when there's no street lights in a 1 litre Suzuki Swift. It was an interesting journey, and we did good to get there, but I'm not going to deny that in retrospect, looking back, we probably shouldn't have done this trip this night, and we should have just stayed at our hotel because we were having a lovely time there. But if I didn't do it, I'd have ended up regretting it. So it needed to be done, but driving through the mountains of Koh Phangan, it is challenging.
That little car has just been through.
How?
Yeah. Is it how? So where do we go, Ive? You're right on.
No,
What's up, hun?
nothing.
And that's the worst thing about it, was that I know we're going to be safe, but Ivy's seen monkeys in this island. She's never experienced anything like this before, and she was really quite scared. And by the time we got to the hotel, there was an air of relief, but then we couldn't really find our way through the resort, and it was a really big resort, so it wasn't the ideal start to the evening.
Everyone needs to ask them another way to drive. I refuse to drive. I'd rather fly.
It wasn't an intense drive. We've done good.
Ivy regularly mentions that particular night. That journey was traumatising for her, and she'll probably never forget it. And when we arrived at the restaurant, they said that the restaurant that we'd booked into was actually closed, so we had to sit in a different part of the restaurant. We then had to scan the menu with QR codes. It wasn't really quite the experience we were hoping for in our last night in Koh Phangan. But as always in Thailand, the staff were exceptional. They were really nice, and very soon everyone had pretty much gone, and we just had sort of like this beautiful place to ourselves.
What are you doing here?
I'm gonna pass out.
Why is that, Ivy?
It's too hot and I don't want to drive back.
Oh no, we don't want to drive back. Let's go. Gotta be done. Oh. Only in Thailand do you get driven around in a little wooden truck.
I'm probably to do this down the hill.
Pardon? Lock the gate. Cop and cab. How are you feeling, Ive? Rate that experience. Straight up, rate the experience so far.
7 out of 10.
Oh, tough. We can talk about that one tomorrow. Good stuff.
You're not in the car.
Let's do that again. Oh, not too bad.
The drive home was fine. I let Ivy sleep in the car on the way. And the following morning, I woke up to one of my favourite things about being in Thailand, is that storm kind of vibe. and I just sat down, I had some coffee, and I watched the locals deal with the rain. That if it was in England, the place would close down, but in Thailand they just carry on and work their way through it. There's the lady doing the massages. She just gave me a wave in the morning. This dude's cleaning. They're constantly sweeping up these big leaves. And look at this. Just my kind of holiday vibe. Like still sweeps leaves up. Oh, I'm getting wet. Really getting wet. Yeah, they gotta move. That bloke just does the massages by that lady all the time. See, it all just puts a smile on my face. Even though it's pouring down with rain, it's warm. And I just recognise I've got a smile. I'm smiling. It's just amazing. Oh, Ivy. Ivy's been betting through the night. And we put cream on, so obviously we need to be more aware of where we put the cream, don't we? Oh, try not to scratch them, honey. Love you, honey. Who's the best?
How are we going to the ferry?
We're going to get a taxi from here. Oh, we've got a lot of tidying up to do. And that was that. I felt kind of the same as I did when we went to Koh Tao last year, that I didn't really have enough time here. The weather wasn't great. It did sort of like change the vibe of the holiday a little bit. But overall, it was a really nice experience. I give the hotel sort of 8 out of 10. This cost us about £45 a night. The service was exceptional. The food was delicious, very comfortable. I have absolutely no complaints. It was a really nice time. Just wish we could have done it for a lot longer in the sun. Everyone's happy. Thank you very much. Cup and cup. And that was our time in Koh Phangan, and then we set off to the ferry to one of the most beautiful places in the world, Koh Tao. Join us in the next episode of Thai Adventures, where we are in Koh Tao and we stay at a hotel that wasn't particularly rated very well, but that we really enjoyed, and we go on a cruise around the island in search of turtles. It was amazing, and I get to eat probably my favourite food of the entire trip in Thailand.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
And Ivy gets to go to our first UV party. We see a carnival. It's amazing. We love Koh Tao. Please do watch, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
I mean, come on.
Hello.